Hello everyone, welcome back to True Oracle Tarot. This reading is for the sign of Sagittarius for December 2025. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you feel connected to it or know anyone who needs to hear this message. Also, it helps with the algorithm. Thank you so much. So today, we're going to start with personal growth, Sagittarius, and move on to money, and then money and career, then love and romance. I hope everyone's doing well today. Okay, your first card is the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Death card. Death card is not a physical death, it's a new beginning. Nine of Cups, Five of Wands, King of Pentacles, and a King of Swords. See a lot of personal growth here, Sagittarius. You have some good security cards also. You know, this is a foundational card, the Knight of Pentacles. You know, it represents a starting point. However, it is also a need to take things slow. Okay, be patient also. Okay, it's also about grounding yourself during this time. It's the energy and the diligent student, right? And mastering your craft also, right? So you're going through a learning phase also, learning something new, might be skilling up, going back to school, you know, doing perhaps a certification or training, on-the-job training, perhaps a new, maybe a new position or a new job that you're doing some training. Okay, but it is something new. New things are coming into your energy. You know, it's gonna bring in security and abundance for you. Okay, recognize your gifts also. Okay, you have a gift. People, you have a gift for people. People like you. People naturally gravitate to you. Okay, you attract a lot of people. So, you know, nurture that as well. And here's the Ace of Pentacles, right? The Ace of Pentacles is a seed of opportunities. So new things are coming, new beginnings. You know, I see a tangible offer also. A new opportunity. Be a job, a new project, a new business opportunity. You know, it also discusses the potential of material gain. Okay, material gain. Okay, there's it's new health, a new health regimen. Perhaps you're deciding that you're gonna go back to the gym or start a exercise routine. Okay, it's a lot of personal growth here. Like 2026, you're really gonna take charge of your life, and all the things that you said you've done, you're gonna do for the past few years. You're gonna do it. You're really gonna say, okay, that's it. I'm gonna take charge, and I'm just gonna do it. Okay, no more. You're gonna be in a good place also, right? You're gonna be in a better place in 2026. Probably maybe the second quarter of 2026, and things are really gonna feel more relaxed, more consistent, more peaceful, right? You're gonna have a better peace of mind where, you know, you can do the things that you've been wanting to do. The stress is, some type of stress is gonna be lifted, right? Because here's the death card, right? It's the end of one cycle heading into a new phase in your life. And you know, it was a major cycle. You know, this is it's a profound ending, and it's necessary. It just needed to happen because for personal growth, just not that, just for you're going into a different cycle that with a lot of success, okay? All the things that you've been wanting, it's gonna start manifesting in this new cycle. You know, but let go of old beliefs, outdated thinking, okay? And old comfort zones, okay? It's almost like the debt to an ego, okay? Of an old ego, and you're stepping into a new, more enlightened you, okay? A different and a better version of yourself, okay? Don't resist it. It's just gonna cause problems for you. It's gonna stagnate your progress. And there you are at the 9 of Cups, okay? It's about emotional fulfillment. You know, following the upheaval of the Death card, okay? This represents emergence of a deep, authentic emotional satisfaction. So there's connections coming in also into your life if you don't already have one. This just isn't about happiness. It's about feeling and being truly contented, okay? And wishing for nothing more, you know? In your growth, you know, this signifies you've shed your old self, okay? And is stepping into a new emotional wholeness, a new growth process that's going to bring a lot of fulfillment for you, just not financially, but also romantically. You know, some peace, okay? You'll find peace and personal fulfillment. And here you are with the 5 of Wands. You step into the 5 of Wands energy. You know, you might have some challenges. You know, growth isn't easy, and it's not seamless either. You know, the card is about, you know, conflict and potential competition, and you may have competition in the romantic sense, or perhaps at work. But it looks like you're fine at work. Some of you are fine at work. You know, just let go of all habits. And also, you may need to erect some boundaries, right? You might have to have some hard conversations with people. You know, you're disciplined, and you're also eager to start a new beginning, okay? And here you're at the King of Pentacles, and that's a really nice card there. You know, mastering one's own mind. You know, the card represents the final piece of your growth puzzle, of your growth journey. You know, mastering your own intellect and communication, okay? Stay grounded, though. Stay grounded. And, you know, free yourself from, I see you freeing yourself of emotional baggage also, okay? You know, the king is the ultimate judge, you know, also a strategist, right? And it signifies, you know, mental clarity also. So, you know, all that is a part of your growth, and you'll continue to grow in 2026. You know, 2026 is a very important year for a lot of signs, including you. Okay? Yeah, and there you are with the king, you know, at King of Swords. You know, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles is two very strong cards to have in a personal growth reading. Okay, but it also signifies um, just not growth, but it, you know, competition, right? And it could be in romance also, but we'll see in your love and romance reading. We'll get a closer look in regards to that. But stay grounded, Sagittarius. Stay grounded. You know, you're heading into a really good time right now. Stay focused, and you know, I hope you stay on your path, and all those things that you've been wanting to get done for the past few years. You know, I see yourself actually putting your foot down and having the ability. You know, you may not have been able to get it done because due to circumstances, but I see it happening. Okay. So we're gonna go into money now. Okay. Okay, here's the Magician, right? You're materializing, okay? You're materializing your desires, and you have the tools to do so. Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Ace of Wands, the Lovers, wow, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Pentacles. You have some good cards here. You have some good cards here, Sagittarius. Okay, this card means, you know, you're manifesting. You're manifesting your financial goals. Okay. You know, and you have the right to do so. You know, it's also an action card. It's calling you to action also. You know, stop waiting and start doing. Okay? Stop waiting and start doing. You know, you're gonna peak. You're gonna have some communication also about a career path, or a promotion, or a new job, or something along those lines. Okay. The money you want to make is within your grasp, Sagittarius. Okay. You just have to will it into existence. It's there. It's at your fingertips. It's the Eight of Pentacles. You know, the Eight of Pentacles is mastering through hard work, right? Mastering your skills. You know, dedicating yourself to your craft, being the best at what you do. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if you're at whatever you do, you're like the number one. If you're in sales, the number one salesperson. If you're you know, doing something else, you know, you're a high performer. Basically, that's what it is. I wouldn't be surprised, because that's what this is. This is what this card is telling you. Okay, so focus on your abilities, focus also on improving, because there's always a little, I see you tweaking, trying to get things perfect. The Eight of Pentacles is also about apprenticeship, so you may have some on-the-job training, perhaps maybe a side hustle, doing something to improve your job performance. Okay? And you arrive at the High Priestess energy. It's also a card pointing to hidden knowledge, all right? Intuitions, maybe some secrets, but it's not, secrets per se. It could be some hidden knowledge that helps you improve your performance at work, right? Something that's not readily available, like in a handbook or anything like that. Okay? Just trust your gut feeling also, okay? Especially during for financial opportunities, just be careful. Trust your gut. If you think it's too good to be true, chances are it is. Pay attention to your dreams also, okay? Yeah, put a dream journal near your bed, and you can get answers in your dreams, because you also have the gift of sight, right? Some of you have the gift. It might also be like a financial secret that's going to be really revealed to you somehow. Okay? But for now, keep your own finances private. Here's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a new financial idea. It also represents new opportunity, new financial opportunities. New business opportunity, new business project, okay, new investment somehow, new source of income. You're getting all these cards of a career change, right? A new job. So you're leveling up. You're leveling up, Sagittarius. You're leveling up. And with that leveling up, you're gonna make some more coins, right? You're gonna gain some more coins. The Ace of Wands is basically the green light to the universe, right? Saying, I'm ready. You may even have an aha moment. You're ready for that financial growth. You're ready to step into the new, okay? You're ready. And the Lovers card in the money reading is also, choice. It's a partnership also. And it also signifies a crossroads, right? You have to align your decisions or your choices with your financial goals, okay? And it also signifies major decisions, okay? And if you are with someone, if you do have a partner connection, it also means joining your finances, okay? Or starting a project together, a business perhaps, all right? And it's how you're going to choose your career path also, right? Because it has to align with your person's path also. So you guys are going to have to meet each other halfway. It's a 50-50 give and take, right? You may have to adjust your life path, your goals. And the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that, right? It's cycles of luck. And external forces affecting your money. Financial change is coming, and it's for the better. It's not bad change, it's good change. Okay? It's basically the card of destiny. It's not in your immediate control, however, you are manifesting. right? You are manifesting. You are manifesting money. You are manifesting a level up. You are leveling up, okay? You may win the it's also an unexpected windfall. You may, maybe, you're winning on a slot machine, or playing the lottery. It could be also an inheritance. Alright? And it's the Three of Pentacles. It's your last card. The Three of Pentacles is also coming from the Lovers in the Wheel of Fortune, and it talks about collaboration, okay? It's a collaboration for financial gain. So you might have to work on a team, or you might be working with your person on a side hustle or something. Something you guys develop together. It could be colleagues, or even discussing your financial goals with a financial advisor. Okay, this is what this is all pointing to. It might be where you pull resources together from a group, from a community, and you start a business. That is your financial reading. Sagittarius is really, really good. Congratulations. I hope things work out for you, and it will. Just stay focused and stay grounded and stay positive, right? Don't think about the what ifs, just think about the nows. Don't think about the past, you think about today. The past already happened, future hasn't happened yet. What you do today creates your future. Okay? Alright. Sorry. Drop the cards. Okay, so we're going into love for Sagittarius for December 2025. The Four of Wands. Okay, so there's multiple people. You have the Star. Yeah, the Two of Swords. The Queen of Wands. So there's one person that your heart wants, and you have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's more than one person here. There's other people trying to get involved. And you have the Ten of Swords. Okay, Sagittarius. It looks like you have. There's more than one person here. There's so much people. But there's one person. I mean, you're kind of flexible on who you will endeavor with, but there's one person that your heart desires the most. But there's also there's a lot of interference also. Alright, let's see what the cards are saying, okay? The Four of Wands, it's about stability and happiness. Okay, so you look like you're contented right now, and even if you're single or you're not, it looks like you're contented and you're pretty stable right now. This is also about engagement or wedding. It's the engagement or wedding card, moving in together perhaps. You're reaching a point in a relationship, or you will reach a point in a relationship where that would be the next step for you. Okay. And here's the Star, right? Card represents hope and healing. Renewed faith in love. If you've been hurt and you've just been, given up, the Star is here to tell you don't give up. Okay, there is someone out there for you. You know, have faith. You know, it's also a guiding light, okay, sent by the universe to let you know that you're on the right path also, okay? You know, you're also on a deeply, or you will be also on a deeply fulfilling spiritual relationship. Right? It's like it's a connection, but it's spiritual. It's so deep, right? It's so deep. That's what it feels like. It grabs a hold of your soul. You know, if you're a single, if you're a single, you know, it's healing, basically, is what the universe is saying. You're on the path to healing. And you have to heal in order to attract your soulmate, okay? That deep, profound spiritual connection, like you were just meant to be. You know, it will bring you peace. You know, have peace. It will inspire you also. There's the Two of Swords. You know, the card, for the ones that are single, it's a stalemate card, basically. You know, it's perhaps a difficult decision. You may have to choose one of these connections here, but you know, it's going to cause a little upset, a little jealousy too, you know, but it is what it is. I mean, you have to choose. You got to choose one. Okay. Okay. And here you are at your Queen of Wands. Okay. You know, it's a vibrant, passionate individual. You know, someone who's confident. Okay. It represents a person with lots of really good energy, who's also charismatic, you know, and socially magnetic. You know, people are drawn to them. You know, she'll bring warmth, and well, it's not doesn't represent a gender per se in the spiritual world, but this connection would, you know, will bring a lot of fun, you know, a lot of excitement into your life. Okay, or they're an excited type person. They have that aura, that energy around them. You know, she's not a passive person. Okay. You know, she has a successful life, and there you are with the Queen of Cups. You know, deep emotional, you know, intuition, and deep emotional intuition, has a lot of compassion and loves unconditionally. You know, she's a nurturer, could be an empath also. Yeah. Gosh, you have some serious choices, Sagittarius. You know, she offers a safe loving space, you know, where you can just be yourself. You know, it's a relationship built on dreams almost. It's almost like a wish coming through. And there's the King of Wands. It can be you. It also can be the interference, which is what I'm getting. I'm getting that's just a interference possible, or it could be you actually in the middle, having to make the decision with these two people, these two love connections. You know, this is the King of Wands is the master of passion. I don't know, a visionary leader. You know, full of energy, also love. You know, people gravitate towards the King of Wands. You know, you're all like the Queen of Wands. You know, you guys have like the same energy. You match each other, both charismatic, right? very adventurous also, you know, dynamic, very outgoing. Even if you think you're not, you are, and people gravitate towards you. It's the Ten of Swords. You know, it's a card of rock bottom, but you know, one of these connections could be playing mind games with you also, is what, you know, the Ten of Wands is saying. It could be, you know, even a broken heart, so you need to choose wisely. You know, but know that once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up, right? And you know, you're gonna leave all the drama behind, but you know, there's you know, you have a lot of decisions to make here, Sagittarius. You know, be smart, you know, weigh your pros and cons. Think about, you know, who's genuine, who's not. You know, who will be with you for the long haul, and who's just in it for, you know, because they're bored, perhaps, or, you know, waiting for the next best thing. Alright? Okay, that's your love reading, Sagittarius. You'll do well, Sagittarius. You're leveling up on the money side. Personal growth is looking good. You know, you're taking control of your life in 2026. And, you know, you'll have some decisions to make in love. And you'll make the right decision. And even if you don't, you know, you pick yourself up and you move on. That's what the cards are telling you, you know? And you'll do fine. You'll do great. Okay, I'm gonna pull an energy card for you, okay? See what the universe has to say. Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. There you go. You can't make this stuff up. Alright, Sagittarius. Stay positive, stay focused, okay? Thank you for stopping by.